It's the flip man. You want some money in your hand? Flipping houses without credit or your cash. Get that bag.
Oh, good afternoon, good morning, depending on where you are. We are here to talk about real estate investing with a strong emphasis on wholesaling real estate. Today's topic is what's the difference between flipping and wholesaling houses? We'll get into that in a moment. So if you're on Facebook a couple of times, we're on LinkedIn back from Monday, figured that out. We're on YouTube, Twitch, and Instagram, and also TikTok. So we're all over the place. So this technology is amazing, has been for a minute. So we don't ask for much. If you'll like and share this, follow in the places that are important, and on YouTube, subscribe to the YouTube channel. I got Chevy in the Tampa Bay area of Florida, and Torian with the 24 karat gold necklace on, worth about $700,000, is in Memphis, Tennessee. And I'm here with a green shirt on in Birmingham, Alabama. That's worth about $2. What's happening, guys? Oh, they can't hear me.
Oh, my fault. I was muted and Chevy was muted.
Yeah, I was saying the shirt is at least $5, man. Come on.
No way.
After I worn it,
you get them in bulk.
I'm saying, but after I worn the shirt.
After you worn it.
Yeah.
but Torian got that chain gang rocking hard.
$700,000 minimum.
That's that old school 90s throwback.
That's
easy 700,000. You know what I'm saying? Easy 700.
So I cut his whole head off.
Yeah. They walked a minute.
The jeweler had to give the jeweler at least 10 generations just to buy.
Come on, man. Man. This is the inheritance, okay?
His neck.
When you're leaving, they're gonna be like, "What did Daddy leave us? This gold chain.
This neck.
Gold chain.
Do what you want with it."
Why was the casket closed? Because they took his head with him. They stole it. They took his head with him.
Hey, y'all got
man. Like,
the homie Ron is in the house. Welcome back, the homie Ron. He's in Kansas City, Missouri. The town. Do they call it the town? I mean, he says all the towns. So I'm assuming it is called
the town. What do you mean the town?
The town. Stephen Vaughn, of course, is in Philly. My brothers. Hey, Ty, does a property info sheet have a place in all of you gents' world? And when do I find out? Do I use it before KISS or after? Property
info sheet. If you could be a little more clear, Mr. Bond, on what do you mean, Saya?
All right. Lionel Jackson is in Baltimore and Double A. My first time seeing here, sitting up there looking like Nino Brown. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? What was the name of that movie? They need to redo. Well, they redid it real bad. New Jack City.
New Jack City. And my brother's keeper.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Back in high school, I think we was called MBK, my brother's keepers. Yeah, like a little. Like
using a game.
No, it wasn't no gang, man. It was just we was young kids, just dumb like MBK, you know. Okay. Young kids, man. We was just silly as hell, like 13, 14. Like because we was football players, so you know, got each other's back. MBK. That's all it was. No gang or nothing like that. No gang affiliation at all.
Live life love.
TikTok says encourage your viewers to share your live and invite more friends.
Oh.
Yeah.
Reading out the message, TikTok. They say,
Hey.
encourage your viewers to share your live, invite more friends.
I haven't gone
Oh,
live on
and,
TikTok in a
and,
minute.
and, and AJ on TikTok said, "How's it going? Still looking forward to your response." Oh, okay. He was the one that said he text or email one.
Well,
AJ on
I didn't clear my message and my phone number right there on the thing. It's
again,
on,
AJ. We're gonna
yeah,
get
it's
you.
on the thing, AJ. 205-964-5243. It's on my handle on TikTok. Like when you see a post, it has Flip Man and it shows it, or it's in the bio. You might be putting in the wrong number plate, boy.
Yeah, just say it again. We ain't gonna ignore you. Live life, love. My first time seeing you here. Hi from Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Minneapolis. Let's go.
Double A said boss up. And Lawrence Green, nah, let me get one of them $2 shirts, bro. Them $2. You know, I cash out.
It's $2.
Oh, don't turn that on in the club, okay? Everybody get on the dance floor.
He says it's on TV right now.
Talking about New York City.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah.
What channel would that be on? BET?
Shit,
BET.
I'd rather watch BET, but some people I deals with, they watch it. Man, you put a move on BET that's normally, I don't know, an hour and a half, may take 4 hours.
Oh yeah, all them commercials. Oh yeah.
Oh my God. Oh.
Dude, my daughter, because everybody streams. So whenever my 2-year-old, whenever a commercial come on, she's like, commercial, no.
You don't like commercials?
You need the 2-year-old or the older one?
No, the 2-year-old, bro.
Okay, yeah, she won't get it right now. I think you need to explain to her why that happens. Saying that's for entrepreneur or business reasons.
We gotta pay some bills, man.
Yeah, the bills gotta be paid, baby.
No, I had a conversation with somebody because I was letting them know that I pay for YouTube the premium, and I know people look at you like, you really pay for that? And this person literally told me that they like the commercials.
Who like commercials? That sounds crazy.
Well, let me just say I can't say I like commercials, but because I just think about the world in the form of marketing a lot and advertising, getting your message out there for whatever product or service, I really do pay attention to them, right? I just do. I ain't gonna say I really like them, but I do pay attention to them probably more than what most people do, So.
I mean, you sitting there watching New Jack City, and every free second, get good.
Oh yeah, they're gonna weigh you out on BT. I don't really watch BT, but yeah, they're gonna weigh you out on that, man. If I see somebody like Coming to America on there all the time, I say I can't watch it. They ain't gonna.
I gotta watch it.
You're gonna consume half your day.
Stephen Bond said Ron LeGrand property info sheet to be exact. So you just say he probably examining the house, he putting in the numbers.
I guess you collect. I guess he means just collecting the data on the property. I don't know if he's talking about the underwriting part of it, but that's fine. It's just so many CRMs, man, that do that kind of stuff now. So
you know what? I used to do a property info sheet. I stopped doing that.
Yeah,
it's a lot of energy, man.
Yeah,
especially if you ain't talking to no sellers, and you don't even know if somebody's interested or not.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, it just. Yeah,
well, I can see
everybody process. Some people need that type of paper trail or whatever.
Yeah,
but there's so many tools that track stuff like that is ridiculous.
Yeah, if I have a motivated seller and I know the numbers make sense, I got some information, but I'm not going to spend time. I had a seller telling me they want $250,000 over the market value of a property. Somebody was like, do I call them? Do I negotiate? No, man, that's energy wasted. Like that person.
Well, so they basically telling you to F off.
Yeah. Like
in a very okay.
Some people like, no, I'm gonna call him and see what he mean by that.
You want me to call him?
I just wanted to cut y'all share it, but AJ is going off on TikTok, and I wanted to focus on that for a minute. He said that he texted you at a 773 area code, and you an automated message came up, Is that the right number, my brother? And then he said,
No.
last time you was on the live, you stated you would get back to me specifically on my request.
Well, now if you use the 773 number, that's not associated to me with me. It's not associated with me. I don't have a 773 number of anything that I.
You sure right? You don't have a 773.
Yeah, I don't have.
Oh, he was saying
That's what I say. You're reaching out on the wrong number.
I think he's saying that he reached out to you on the 773.
On the 773. Well, see, I wouldn't see the way the community is set up. The two that 205-964-534. No, I don't see phone numbers.
Right. It's all automated.
It just it'll show me your name, whatever name you put in there, and it'll show me your location, whatever location, your age, but it doesn't show my actual phone.
I'm gonna put in the number that you want, because he's saying his number is 773.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
What number?
Yeah, like if you message me right now, message me right now, 205-964-5243, and I'll see what we got going. Please,
yeah,
sir.
We're gonna get you taken care of, AJ.
Yeah.
You've been patient,
Yeah.
and we're gonna get you taken care of. Yeah. T2, welcome to live. Flip man had to stop to say what's up, making them calls right now.
Let's get it, man.
What's happening, man?
Get it. And Live Live Love wants me to correct my pronunciation of Minneapolis. Okay.
Okay.
Minneapolis.
Now we know the correct.
I think you put a
That's how I learned the pronunciation. What is it? Pronunciation. What is it? The one that's in Orlando.
I think you had a T in Minneapolis. Wow.
Minneapolis.
Sound like you had put a T in.
But what is the city where Disney World is?
Who?
Actually.
Where Disney World?
Orlando.
Nah, it's Disney World is in Kissimmee.
Kissimmee.
Well, whatever.
But it's pronounced Kissimmee, and the local.
It is pronounced Kissimmee. You're right, but we say
Kissimmee. That's what I learned. The locals were like, it's not Kissimmee.
It's Kissimmee.
That's how I learned how to pronounce it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Hey, Ty, you ever had a buyer pull a no-show on you, man, at a closing table?
That's crazy.
Wow.
That's crazy.
It's been a while, huh?
That's wild. Wow.
I'm talking about all the paperwork, everything
ready to go, bro. Like how the
money sent.
No money sent.
Okay, I've had that to happen then. I thought you meant like funded and everything. No. I've had buyers that disappear. That's going to happen. Like
Nah, this is my first time experiencing that, man.
Yeah,
it don't sit right with me.
Yeah.
At all.
Did you find out why, or are you gonna cut them off?
Man,
I had
the deal, and somebody else brought the buyer, so it's not my buyer, right? So they brought the buyer, and they like, yeah, he's good, blah blah blah. He's gonna show up. Closing time come, crickets. Title company reaching out, crickets. He's like, y'all just talk to him. He said everything is good. Why he's talking to you, but he's not talking to the title company? How did that even make sense? So yeah, I'm trying to just make light of this situation and understand what's going on, man.
I had it was quite a few years ago, but I've been doing this long time. I really needed the money when he didn't show up. Like it was that period of my life, I actually needed the money. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you counted that money.
Which I already know you don't supposed to count the money before you get it, but I still need it. And I learned a valuable lesson on that. Yeah,
I'm still learning how not to count the money, bro. I'm still learning. I'm still learning.
Ty told me a long time ago, don't count the money now. You know what I'm saying? Get that account. You
got to hit that count, man. You know what I'm saying? Got to. Yes, oof.
Okay.
I'm gonna make decisions. I try, for the most part, I'm okay, but I'm gonna make decisions if it's not coming, it's not coming.
Well, maybe he'll let you know what happened. Maybe they're counting the account.
Oh, he says on VA1.
Yeah, but VH1 is kind of like BET though.
Yeah, kind of. I think they're owned by the same outfit. Yeah.
I think they are.
Mhm.
VH1 Soul. They're still VH1 Soul.
Hello there. How you say her name?
I'm gonna say Juanita, but
What's
I don't
the
know.
LM?
She's gonna have to type it in. Miss Barber. Hi. Welcome to the live. My first time seeing you.
Wait
If we are mispronouncing your name, please correct us.
Yeah, I want to know how she pronounced it. I like that.
And Live Live Life Love said, what is the differences? I'm not sure what she's referring to. I know we talk about a
The
lot.
topic. I guess you're talking about the topic.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, we'll get into that. Stephen Vaughn said, VA people do all that work. Yeah, when you can afford the VA, but before you get to that, you have to do it yourself. You know what I'm saying? As far as, but I think what Chevy is saying is a lot of energy doing those property streets. You know, whether you want to spend.
Some people they have to do it that way though. But Ron, I ain't. Well, I'm just assuming from the little information they're giving. Well, I can't even comment because I don't know enough about what he's talking about. So.
And he probably went over it when you first learned it, but you've been doing it so long that you.
Oh no, he can't be using none of that stuff. We were talking about
he probably
as far as tools and stuff. Oh my God, no, we in just a whole nother world.
Dave, welcome back. Said hello, you guys and all. Lionel Jack said wholesaler must be good for Torian wearing that type of chain. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, hey man, I want me. Hey man.
Look, what did Chevy said the other day when he was in Atlanta and these guys doing like $1 million a month? I'm like, we need to bring them on the show. Okay,
Right.
And follow them guys. I'm sure it can happen. Nicole Stephanie, welcome to the live. My first time seeing you here. Have you seen Nicole Stephanie on here before?
I don't think so.
Just speaking, saying hello. And Mr. Paul Caruna, love and respect from Chicago, South Side. What up, Chi-Town? Hello, my successful brothers and kings. Wanted to check in and say what's up. They ghost us. Yeah, sometimes I guess the buyers do. You said this is your first time though, Chevy.
Yeah, that's
Buyer to Chevy.
Yeah.
Well, it was somebody else's buyer.
yeah.
But hey. Lionel Jackson says next live stream, what to do when buyers don't show.
Don't count the money.
Topic.
Don't count the money, man.
Hey, real quick, I finally got the video up with Tammy on yesterday. So, anybody want to just go to the channel, just look for this thumbnail right here, and
Amazing.
and you can check it out or whatever with her and me interviewing or whatever. I don't think I did a good job of
Is that the? Oh no, that's somebody else. I was thinking.
That video immediately got 1,500 people watching it.
Yeah, I don't think I did a good job of leading her to discuss a lot of deals or whatever. She can go or whatever as far as talking. So I don't think I did a good job of leading her. But people, like I say, they like it, so whatever.
Did AJ ever text you, by the way?
Oh, let me see.
Okay, because he was.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What's his? Well, how you?
Yeah, he says it starts with 773. His name is AJ. On TikTok. He's on TikTok.
Yeah.
All right. And Randall Haggard. I think I've seen you on here before. Welcome back. Let's go. And then Paul Corona is saying wisdom and experience. Joe Pesky from the movie. I can't think of the name of it, but I know that name. Oh, it's a gangster movie. I can't remember. But been wholesaling 5 years. When I got into this in 2018, 2019, my goal was to become a flipper. Still haven't done one yet, but I'll partner with someone first so I can get the hang of it. So that's going towards the topic that we're going to talk about today. Difference between wholesaling and flipping. So we'll get into that. And then
while we're talking about this real quick, through the community thing, I sent out a lot of messages, but not to everybody, but it just being like just different groups or whatever. And and some of you all know, some of you all probably here. So I'll send out a promo for coaching or whatever. And so, but I'll pose it in a way like Chevy, what's holding you back? Buyers, sellers, or both? Flip man. And so they'll reply back, but people both buyers, sellers, whatever. And then obviously some people, instead of just using one word, they'll go into detail or whatever. And then I've been getting a few of them that's saying like funding or credit or, what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'll dive deeper. Like, what do you mean funding? No, that's not how I reply. I know what I'm saying. Now, you do know wholesaling doesn't require that or whatever. And then this one person replied back yesterday, said, well, I don't want to wholesale. I want to build a rental portfolio. Okay, so that's fine if you got the money and the resources to do that now. But if you don't, how are you going to get there? So I'm like, if wholesaling ain't what you want to do all the time, I get that. It shouldn't be. But it can be a tremendous vehicle on to build that capital to do that or whatever. You may not even really want to be in real estate. You may really want to, I don't know, start a food truck or something, but that takes money. It's a vehicle to get to that goal. If you want to build a rental portfolio and you just really on stake, because you don't have the funds or the resources and really don't have a way to do that, what am I missing, guys?
Right.
Huh?
Well, because to add to your statement, if you're bringing deals to a person, man or woman that's flipping, and you're constantly bringing deals, they'll talk to you about getting into that game, But you have to provide.
Well, I ain't even talking about that part. I'm talking about you need money and resources, or if you do enough wholesaling, you're going to generate. If you're doing it the way you should be doing it, you're going to generate so many leads that you're going to be presented with opportunities where the numbers don't work for a cash wholesale deal, but the owner would be open to some form of owner finance, whether it's a lease option, whether it's a straight, held, they deeding over to you, they acting as the bank, subject to, or whatever. So that's like, I wasn't gonna say all that in the message on community because it cost me every time I sent out a message and they sent me one. But I'm like, I did say some of that, right? And so for anyone out there, like if you don't hold on, because they probably not even watching this if that's the way they think. But if you don't hold on, especially in real estate, because hey, no, I want to flip I don't want to wholesale. That's for long. We'll get into that in a minute. But well, do you have the money to do that or the resources? So do you have a plan to get the money and or the resources? If not, you can build a substantial amount of money in a short time frame wholesaling.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So this person probably ain't gonna do nothing anyway. Well, that's probably what I'm missing, huh?
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, he might have the money though, the person.
He said funding.
She said funding. She means lack of funding. She needs funding.
Yeah, they don't have the money.
They don't have the money.
2 years ago, this guy reached out, and we came from a similar industry, and he was like, "Man, I want to get into wholesaling." I was like, "I got you, man. I'll teach you how to do it." He built a 6-figure business and then bought a Monarchy franchise. I was like, "Dope, that's what's up." And he was like, "Man, I just wanted to learn how to do this. So I could buy me a Monarchy." I was like, "That's what's up, man."
Yeah,
that's what's up.
That's the business.
Wholesaling is a great way to really just tap into the real estate business with no money, no realtor license, no credit. It's probably the best way to get into real estate, honestly. But not a lot of people have that. Not a lot of people have the stomach for it, man. Some people come in high and mighty. They feel like they're too good for this and too good for that.
That's what I was about to follow up with you on that. So again, that's fine. But do you have the money to do the other?
Right. Do you have the money?
If not, you're gonna let that stop. You know what I'm saying? Because see what they don't realize, Chevy, is You know, I've had people say, "Well, I've tried wholesale. I can't do. I'm gonna just go straight to flipping," but they don't have the money to do it, right? And so, like, you do know if you find deals that you can flip, normally those are the same deals that can be wholesale. No, the spread is normally not that significant.
It's not.
You know what I'm saying? If it's a deal that you can flip, normally it's probably close to a deal that could be wholesale too.
100%.
So you still got to go through the process of finding great deals. Even if you're trying to flip, you still got to go through the process of finding great deals. That's the name of the game. Even if you're going to do a rental portfolio, you can pay more because it's a long-term play. But ideally, you still want to probably buy at what a flipper would play, just in case you make a mistake on repairs or the area may not be what you think as far as a rental area or whatever. You still probably want to have that mentality on where you need to be as far as the numbers to work, because now you put yourself in a position where you reduce your risk tremendously with a tremendous upside, even if you're going to do rentals. You still got to be able to find great deals, man. I don't care what it is.
Find great deals, baby.
Yeah.
That's it. And you know, the other part to it, man, is that when it comes to this game right here and you understanding it, you have a greater opportunity of less risk and a higher reward just based on the things that you're going into, because you're in and out of a deal and just like that. Whereas when you now commit long term to buying a property, that's gonna be so much of a headache. And don't get me wrong, flipping, people are killing it and flipping. People are killing it buying whole. Shit, I'm crushing it. We're crushing it and buying whole. But the wholesaling piece, there's all of these different strategies is just a way for you to just add to your repertoire or your toolbox of way that you can maneuver and do deals. And we've done all different variables of deals. We just find wholesaling to be the most attractive, man. Because I mean,
you can cherry pick what you want to hold. That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
You cherry pick what you want to hold. Cherry pick what you want to flip.
Absolutely.
Or whatever. The wholesaler can continue to play the bills, like a lot of bills, but so you could cherry. You don't have to do it, but you're not going to buy everything. Like I say, if you're flipping or rentals, you're not going to buy everything. Everything's not going to fit your buy box, but it still may be an opportunity for you to make some money.
Oh yeah, you leaving a ton of money on the table when you like, yeah, I'm just a flipper. What? Yeah, I just do buy and hold. What?
Yeah, because you may have a ton of resources, but again, a deal may be presented to you that you wouldn't normally do, but the numbers work. You see what I'm saying?
The numbers make sense.
Because what some people do, that what we're talking about, because they don't really want to go through the wholesale thing, they'll just buy it anyway and just put it back on the market, clean it up maybe, and just put it back on the market.
Yeah, do a nice little hotel on it.
Yeah, a little hotel on it or whatever. So yeah, they just buy it anyway and just put it back on the market and just keep it moving.
And I just wanted to highlight Buying Real Estate 417. He sent 16 roses on TikTok. And so I just wanted to highlight him.
Well, what his question is, we need to answer.
He said he was responding to what you and Chevy was talking about. He said, I can make more money in 1 month wholesaling real estate than a flipper would, depends on the market. And no holding costs in wholesaling, no interest either. And he said creative options work. So
well, yeah, we gonna get into it. We ain't saying what. Well, I actually am saying it, but we gonna get into it. What time? We might well gonna get.
We're 30 minutes in.
We ain't got to wait. We ain't got to wait till the end since we already talked about it.
Okay.
All right. So the title says one thing, and the thumbnail says similar. Which wins, wholesaling versus flipping, which wins, or whatever. And the title says, what's the difference between flipping and wholesaling? First of all, wholesaling is a form of flipping, right? First of all, so it's sort of flipping is the house, and wholesaling is some of the furniture in there. So, all right, so let's define. We're assuming that everybody knows what one over the other is. Okay. My definition of flipping is purchase a property at a significant discount, do some renovations if needed, whatever, and you put it back on the market looking for a retail buyer. That's flipping. Wholesaling is finding a really good deal, a great deal, and you're tying it up with a contract with little to no investment, from zero to maybe $10, $100, maybe a little more, depends. And you're looking for an investor to purchase, whether it's someone that's building a rental portfolio or a flipper that's going to fix and flip, and boom, you're out of it. So the difference is, if we just break it down based on just simple ROI, return on investment, and if you don't know what that means, is how much money did I spend? What was the return that I got on the money that I spent? You can break it down into percentages. So, example, you could we'll just use $100 to tie up a property for a wholesale transaction. Well, let's do the other way. So let's just say you're gonna do a fix and flip. For running your numbers, your underwriting, the house is going to sell for, we'll just say $250,000. Okay. All right. So generally speaking, 20%. Okay. So, but you can get it for 150, and let's just say you got to put 40 in it. So you're at 190. Now, of course, you're going to have some holding costs in there. You're going to have to pay closing costs twice. You're going to have to pay a real estate agent in most cases. But just for raw numbers, that's a $60,000 payday before any expenses come out of that. All right. But you have $190,000 tied up now to make that happen. Right. You're all in at 190, purchase, renovation, and you sell it for 250. All right. And it takes, what'd you say, Chevy? Just to be generous. Even if you got a really good crew, you renovated it, you renovated 30 days. What do you say, 30, 45? What we going to 30, 45?
I would say 60 days, 2 months.
To renovate? Yeah. Some guys can do it faster than that. We'll say 45 just to be conservative. Some guys do it a lot faster.
Yeah, 45.
So 45 days to renovate, put it on the market. Even if you had a buyer day one, it's going to probably be at least another 30 days to close.
Yeah, another 30 to 45 days.
Yeah, so but realistically, you're talking to get your money, you're going to be between 2 to 4 months if everything is going well.
4 months.
Right. Okay. All right. Fast. Okay. Let's flip back to a wholesale deal. All right. So we're going to use the same sort of speed or whatever. That's probably normal if it's an actual deal, because sometimes it takes longer. So you get a house under contract today. All right. The other two, like investor base /cashbuyers.ai, text the word boss 205-964-5243. Find some buyers, start to call them. 3 of them go out. Well, I don't know, 4 of them go out tomorrow. Somebody calls back first. Hey, don't show it to nobody else. I mean, don't let them. I'll pay what you're asking. You got it in the contract. We'll use some numbers here. I put it in the contract for $100,000. We'll use that same deal we just used. All right. So I got it in the contract for $135, and he's willing to pay
$150
for $150. So that's a $15,000 payday. Mm-hmm. All right. So I put it on the contract for $100, right? Okay. So now it takes him 2 weeks to close. All right. So we'll roll with that. Takes him 2 weeks to close. Okay. So he's going to make 60. I'm going to make 15,000, but he had to spend 190 to make the 60. I spent $100 to make the 15,000. Okay. If I want to have 10 deals in play at one time, Chevy, I need $1,000 based on those same numbers.
Yeah.
I need $1,000. If he wants to have 10 deals in play and having 190 tied up in all of them, he's going to have roughly $1.9 million.
Yeah, 1.9.
$1.9 million.
And here's the thing, though. For a flipper, depends on the team that he have. That means that he's gonna need a big crew.
Oh, he's gonna have a huge crew.
Because we're talking now 10 deals, so that's gonna be 10 flips going on all at the same time.
Yeah, I ain't even think about that part. You're right, because mine could be out going on at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah. We could do 10 deals all at the same time and make 15,000 each.
Yeah.
In and out, right? And here's the thing. There's a lot of flippers that turn to wholesalers, and then there's a lot of wholesalers that turn to flippers. So it's all
Most
about
people,
the preference.
yeah.
It's all about the
Yeah, you
preference.
can make money. I'm not telling you. Well, I am sorry. I keep saying I'm basing it based on. Let me just say it this way: if you
based on our experience,
if you're based on return on investment, it ain't even nothing to talk about.
No, it's not.
It ain't even nothing to talk about.
It's not.
It is not even.
Not
If
even
you base it on Chevy, if you base it on low risk, high reward, it's
Ain't
nothing
no
to
comparison.
talk about.
Yeah, ain't no comparison.
It is no
At all.
comparison. No comparison.
At all.
And that's wholesaling houses. As I said, the video from yesterday, that's she did a deal $500K on one deal. She had no money invested in it. You can't even, there's no, so when you do the rate of return on that, when you got zero invested in something and turn around and make $500K, the math, we don't have math to calculate that. It's an infinite rate of a return. You have zero made five, there's no math to calculate it.
Yeah.
That's the difference. That's the difference. So I'll let you be the judge. I know you want to be on HGTV, Chevy, and doing your thing. And they've tried to do some wholesaling shows. They just don't work out. It's just the aesthetics ain't the same.
It's
not. You know what I'm saying? So somebody probably could, they put a more effort in, they could probably figure out a better way to do it, but it's not entertaining. Like busting out some walls and watching some go from a total piece of junk to, they spent $200,000 on now it's worth $600 and they make $150,000. That's beautiful. La 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 la. Life is a box of marshmallows. The wholesaler is boring. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, go ahead. I cut you off. Go ahead.
And you flipping a contract.
You said life is like a box of marshmallows.
Yeah, la.
Like, what guy get this contract signed?
I got that from the King of Queens, the white.
Oh man!
Oh my God! Yeah.
Like, watch Ty as he gets this contract signed.
Oh yes.
Not as exciting.
It's boring, man. It's boring. Boring businesses make a lot of money, though.
A lot of money.
Yeah, boring businesses, man.
I was on TikTok, and I was doing a live, and I'm like I'm teaching people how to do this thing, but it seemed like people like messy shit more than they like education.
Are you kidding me? You just realizing that?
Man, like, look, I'm so sick of Puffy Sean Combs. I mean, I'm sick of him, to be honest.
But that means you're consuming it if you're getting fed it.
I mean, you can't ignore it. I mean, it's gonna hit you at some point.
Hey, look here. Yeah, shit. We want more foolishness than we want, But we say that. Let me back up, Chevy. Sometimes people talking money, they get a lot, but in most cases, if you talk financials, you got to show it too to get large numbers. That's just something I'm not going to do, right? For a number of reasons, right? But they want to see the lifestyle to go with it. You can get some large number if you want to show the lifestyle to go with it.
Now, TikTok don't like that type of content, but that does get attention when you say I make $10,000 and you have to show it just like you said.
I'm saying you say TikTok doesn't like that attention?
Well, what I'm saying is they don't like for you to talk about money, even though people do it. I know.
Ooh, that's how Khan built his following.
Who?
Khan.
Yeah.
He showed a lifestyle.
Who is Khan?
He's a King Kong. He's a wholesaler.
Yeah, I interviewed. He interviewed me way back before he even got like that. Yeah.
When he didn't speak much English.
Yeah.
I don't know
Moni, what my boy be saying? Moni.
Oh, you talking about? Now I see him all the time on Instagram.
Well, no, you're more of an Instagram person, but no, he started that huge following on TikTok.
Really?
Me and him really basically started ours at the same time. And he just passed me.
But you're right. I mean,
he would show, he show his lifestyle,
And you say you willing not willing to do that. Are you willing to do that, Chevy?
What, show a lifestyle like that?
Yeah.
Nah, man. I got a family, bro.
Now, okay, I can't. I just let you assume what I got. I ain't gonna show you too much. You know what I'm saying? I'll just let you
You're
assume.
right. You can draw a larger crowd when you
Yeah,
start.
but I had to stop. You know the little car I had painted up the little soul. I mean, what is it? The Scion. I stopped driving it, right? Because I was starting to get stopped there. Like, hey man, I saw your video, and I be in some areas, you know what I'm saying, like that'll peel your skull back, you know, because they think you got something.
Yep.
I had to stop driving it, you know what I'm saying? So what? I'm letting somebody borrow it right now and just come. But when I get it back from them, I'm gonna have the those decals removed because people, man, you know, people hungry out here, man. You know what I'm saying? So and I was in areas where they'll show you that they're hungry, you know, because I'm looking at real estate, you know what I'm saying? So in those areas. And after me getting, you know, that red lights and people, I got, because I'm not, that ain't even my personality anyway. I'm the book that says millionaire door, that's the attitude I have, millionaire next door.
Next door.
Now I do this and we talk about deals and money, but you know, I don't get into a lot of it, right?
Yeah.
And I hate when even people asking me that question or whatever about, you know, because I just don't like what come with it. I'm that person, even though I got, I guess, a small degree of fame, I know what it is. That was never my goal. You know what? This has turned into something totally more than what I ever thought it would be. I just was feeding a hobby. I like the internet and the power it brings, how you can make money on it, on people you've never seen before all over the world. That still is like a huge hobby of mine. The only thing I have of value to feed that hobby to see if it works with my knowledge of deals, you know, real estate and how you can make money with no money, started with no money or deals with no money. And so again, I never thought it would, I put it like this. I never thought I had to take it serious, but it produces income. I have to, it's a business. You know, this flip man stuff is a business. I have to take it serious or whatever. As far as putting the time and effort into it. And you know, you'll see people say, well, you're doing so many deals. Like, have you ever heard of multiple streams of income? Why just talking about this stuff is like me spelling my name because I've done it so much. So if I'm going to be able to generate some income from it at the same time, I'll be stupid not to. Not since I started it or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So, but the little fame part of it, I'm cool. People seeing me in, well, I'm talking about just local, but I've been, you know, Las Vegas and Miami and LA, you know, places like that. And they
recognize you or whatever. Yeah.
And so, you know, so it just comes with, I ain't complaining about it. I'm just saying that ain't really my personality. If it wasn't, that's why when people, if it wasn't for me making money through social media, I would have social media accounts, but only to be nosy, you wouldn't see any post on my timeline or anything. I ain't saying I'm not kicking anyone that I'm just telling you just my personality. You know, I don't have to be recognized. Let me just say that or whatever. So or noticed by no means, because I don't. Just not.
What I was speaking to is on the TikTok. I guess it depends on, like, they'll allow the real estate when you're talking about money, like you're saying, con. But I was speaking to what Chevy was saying is that a lot of people are distracted by foolishness, and the only other thing that they'll respond to that's not foolishness is when you're talking about money. That's what I was trying to say.
Well, yeah. You still have to have a certain level of I ain't saying everybody has to show the lifestyle, because some people get a lot of views because they just talking some good stuff. Don't get me wrong, you know, and by that at all, but it's just easier to do it when you're not just doing something more entertaining, like singing, dancing, and stuff like that. But TikTok is way more than that. It's it made the other boys get in line. It made Instagram come up with reels. It made YouTube come up with shorts. You know, but I was preaching it to people.
You telling me
y'all wasn't getting it. You know what I'm saying? And when I first went on there, I wasn't getting it because Gary Vee was talking about it a
Yeah.
year and a half before I took it serious. A year and a half before I took it serious. And I took it serious around when COVID hit. That's when I started to really take it serious, or maybe a little bit before, or right around that time in March.
And it's more than singing and dancing now. Just like you just said, it's more.
Yeah. Which I have a lot of silly stuff on there, whatever. Which I don't mind doing. I don't put the energy into creating new content like I used to, and I really need to, or whatever. But I actually like doing that. It weirdly, all that stuff I just said, but it's just me. Like I'm not in front of an audience for real. I actually like doing that stuff. I think I could really run with it if I put more energy into it, because it's all about, just you see what's hot, you mimic it, put it in your own twist or whatever. Obviously, I try to keep it related to learning something about real estate or whatever. But it's
about connecting to your audience.
Yeah, but I have someone that I'm close to in my life. They would kill it. They could literally go, when some of the people I'll see that get a huge audience for doing this or that, they would be, I'll put it like this, whereas they hate their job right now and what they do and the income that's associated with it, but they don't believe me, even though they see what it does for me, is that this one individual, I couldn't see them not being able to make $1 million a month on social media.
What is a comedian?
No, they just that entertaining of a person. You know what I'm saying? Just that entertaining of a person, and it's all natural. You know what I'm saying? There's no way they should be making $1 million a month.
What do they do? If you mind telling me, what do they do for a living?
A school teacher.
Oh, okay.
School teacher.
No way.
I told them you could literally be making what you make in a month every day. Like every day.
Yeah.
It ain't.
I bet when you at the family dinner, you be telling people like you can make $1 million. People be looking at you like, really?
I think I mentioned it on Monday with the Chris Cuomo and the Gary Vee thing, and Chris Cuomo said, it's harder for they got less options. He was like, huh? Like Tori, it was not possible when we were in our early 20s to make $1 million, man. That was not possible, man.
Just turning on a camera and talking.
That was not possible.
Not possible.
That wasn't possible, man.
Not possible.
Without being an athlete or something, you couldn't even if you were already into computers, because the internet still didn't exist to the masses at that point. Right. In the early 90s, that wasn't possible. It just wasn't.
It just wasn't. I mean, we had pages back then, and just different world.
It's a different world, man.
Well, I wanted to bring up a Puritan on Instagram. He's saying, how do I assess a property the correct way? I think he was speaking to earlier in the conversation when we was talking about Ron LeGrand. He probably asked that question.
How do you assess? We hadn't did our boy today.
Okay.
Let's do Flipman GPT. I'm not sure about a name on that. I don't know if I like the twin either. That doesn't convey this. I don't know. I
like AI type of it, and I like.
Yeah, I'm torn on
man though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got to roll with that. That's what it's branded under, whatever. So I'm torn on a name though.
Take a vote to it.
Yeah. Maybe let the peoples. My mom would say, let the peoples help us out with that. But let's check it out. Let's answer his question. So I'm gonna get you to
okay.
Tell it to me again here. Let me share my screen. All right. So what was his question?
The question is, how do I assess a property the correct way?
What can I help you with today? I'm ready.
How do I assess a property the correct way?
Yeah.
I think I said it right.
All right.
Go ahead.
Is listening to you.
All right, Tyrone, I think I got what you're asking. If you're trying to access a property the right way, like for a walkthrough or inspection, the key is to always...
No. I mean, like, evaluate a property.
Evaluate a property, right?
All right, Tyrone, I got you now. When you're talking about evaluating a property, the main thing is figuring out if it's a deal worth chasing. Here's how you do it. First, you need to know the ARV, or after repair value. That's what the property would sell for once it's fixed up. You can get this by looking at comparable sales or comps in the area. Properties that are similar in size, condition, and location that have sold recently. Next, you subtract the repair costs and your profit margin from that ARV. This gives you the maximum allowable offer, or MAO. For repairs, you can estimate based on the property's condition, like is it a light cosmetic job or a full gut renovation? And for your profit, aim for at least 10 to 15% of the ARV. Once you got those numbers, you compare them to what the seller is asking. If there's enough meat on the bone, meaning there's room for you to make money, then it's a deal. If not, you move on to the next one. Does that make sense so far?
Yes.
See. Is there another option?
All right, Tyrone, I hear you. Another option for evaluating a property is to lean on tools and tech. You can use platforms like PropStream or Batch Leads to pull comps and get a quick snapshot of the property's value, repair estimates, and even owner details. These tools can save you time and give you a solid foundation without having to do all the legwork manually. It's like having a cheat code for real estate. Does that sound like something you'd want to explore?
What about some free options?
All right, Tyrone, I got you. If you're looking for free ways to evaluate a property, you can definitely make it happen. First, you can use websites like Zillow or Redfin to check out estimated property values and recent sales in the area. They're not as detailed as paid tools, but they'll give you a ballpark idea. You can also hit up your local county tax assessor's website to pull property records and ownership info. And don't forget about driving for dollars. Just cruising neighborhoods, jotting down addresses of distressed properties and then looking them up. It's old school, but it works. What's your next move?
You can access that. You can test drive the Flipman GPT clone twin. I don't know what we're going to call it. Just text the word
brain.
Text the word clone.
Clone. Okay.
Yeah, it's 205-964-5243.
Yeah, that answers the question. Somebody, well, not somebody. No Limit TP was asking, was that AI? So you can get access. That is AI. No Limit TP.
Yeah, basically what I did was and I have been trying to do this for a couple of years, but I found a service that has pretty much everything you couldn't even imagine and set that up. But basically, I was able to take my entire YouTube channel, over 2,000 videos, 17 years of me spilling my guts, and put it into this particular tool. Take the courses that I have on land, houses, self-storage, put it in there, the scripts, throw it in there, and that's everything. Over 8.2 million words, right? Now. And what it does, and then it'll update every time I upload new content, it automatically adds it in and updates it, right? And so you can literally have everything I know right there at your fingertips. Just so, and it's not, I think it's priced is at $27 right now. I'm gonna probably go up. Somebody finally ran out of the minutes. Asked me what happened. I said, "No, man, he been using it." You know what I'm saying? So yeah, go to the next tier. So, but I get charged for it. Even though I'm charging you, but I get charged or whatever. Right. So, anyway, so you can text the word clone to 205-964-5243 to test drive it. I think you will be impressed.
All right. And Alexander Thomas on Instagram said, hello, gentlemen. Question, do you purchase commercial properties?
Purchase is not the word I would use. I would love to wholesale something. And then it depends on what type of commercial also.
And Christian.v on Instagram is asking, starting from zero tips that you can provide.
Starting from zero tips. We'll do that. We'll ask the what's the name again on this. All right.
Okay.
So let me do present.
Christian V on Instagram that asked that question.
All right. So
What's good, man? You been out there driving for dollars or checking those free sites yet? Let's see here. How's that evaluation hustle coming along?
no, what are some free what was this question, Tori?
Some starting from zero
Oh,
tips.
All right, Tyrone, I think you're asking about some free tools or resources, right? If you're looking to find property owners or do some skip tracing, you can check out.
Starting from
What can I help you with today? I'm ready.
starting from zero, what are some best practices to get started?
All right, starting from zero, the first thing you got to do is educate yourself. That's the foundation. You can't skip that part. I've got free resources that'll walk you through everything step by step. Text the word VIP to 205-964-5243, and you'll get access to a playlist of videos that'll speed up your learning process. It's all free, man, and it's everything you need to know to get rolling. Now, once you've got the basics down, the next move is to focus on generating leads. This business is all about finding motivated sellers. You can start with simple methods like driving for dollars, where you look for distressed properties in your area, or using free tools like Zillow to spot opportunities. If you've got a little budget, you can step it up with things like skip tracing or text message campaigns. And here's the thing, don't overthink it. The key is to take action. Even if you're nervous or unsure, just start. You'll learn as you go. So what's your first move going to be? You ready to dive in?
Be closing.
And No Limit TP is saying that he should have stayed on top of wholesaling in 2016. He said, I haven't been online in a long time, and I wanted to ask, is wholesaling homes still profitable for a new guy? So that kind of answered the question, but go ahead.
Yeah, most definitely, sir. It's still very profitable. You may not have been in the right mindset to do it in 2016. So now, what's better than now?
All right. And he was complimenting the Flip Man brain. Said, this is crazy. Laugh out loud. He really answered with details.
Oh, it'll go in. I think it go in too much detail.
Yeah, but that's really good. Dre Battle is saying, help me learn. I feel slow. ASF, laugh out loud. You're not slow.
Hey, you know? You can go the free route. Everything you need to know is right there on my YouTube channel. Like he said, Flip Man's GPT, brain, twin, clone, whatever you want to call it. You can text VIP to 205-964-5243, or you can get the clone. Text the word clone to 205-964-5243 and just have at it. Get all your questions answered from my entire library of information.
Man, these people are talking about, well, I wanted to shout out to the people that are sending roses and hearts on TikTok. They're not asking questions, they're just sending hearts. And
oh yeah, I appreciate you people on TikTok. Earlier TikTok told me to tell you all to share with people that you like and want to hence.
Yes, like, share. We got a lot of people on the live today, so please like, share, hit the little bell to get reminded when we go live on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, as well as Thursday night, and you'll be alerted. Okay, so Clayton says, I'm Big Meech from BMF. Okay, all right. And what Jackie Barber is how her name is pronounced. Remember, we asked the LM Juanita. I guess she goes by Juanita. I'm sorry, Jackie. Paul Karuna says, you're never slow, just not well informed. And then Paul Corona said, I humbly appreciate all the feeds and info that flows into the feed. It's not that Moissanite, is it? Okay, I got you. And Andrew Strickland says, hello, Flip Team. Caruana. Great enunciation. Okay, Caruana. Okay. Well, how was I pronouncing it? Was it Caruana? Okay, I will now on. Bettina Minor said, Grand Rises, Kings and Queens. My first time seeing you here, so welcome. Heat 777 Casino. Okay. And the homie Ron, now I flipped that video with Tammy was spot on. So he's probably already watched that video. So you're way ahead of us. Watch it already. So Paul Corona, I was waiting to get a group of serious investors together to try a concept I've been kicking around in my mind called mini cities. Maybe you could explain that to us.
Yeah, start building your own, start wholesaling your butt off, build your own capital.
And Jaleesa says, hey family, would going to commercial be a big switch from land and houses as far as the process goes, is her question.
Well, yeah, obviously if it's going to be I don't know how big the switch would be, but it'll definitely be a switch or whatever, but definitely possible. Nothing prevents you from doing multiples.
Boom, boom, boom. All right, Stephen Vaughn said, boys, I paid $59 monthly to have that sheet filled out, and yes, no leads that come to me. So all that's missing from me is the beat up procrastination and get it done. Can you handle my bird dog?
So he's paying $59 a month for a sheet to fill out. What he talking about, the Ron LeGrand thing?
Automatically fills it out or something for $59?
I don't know. Ron got a good hustle going. $59 a month. Hey, hey, man. Whew.
Oh, we finally got a comp. We got a lot of questions though for the first comp that we got today.
All right, let me
this is in Richmond, Virginia. And AKA Killer Jr. on TikTok. Yeah, we did go over the difference between flipping and wholesaling. So you probably just rewind the show. And
we were about 30. I think we were at 39. Was it
about
39 or 29? I think it was 39. It might have been 39 minutes in.
Yeah, about 30 minutes. 30 minutes in.
Bro.
Chevy, right when we wanted to do it, we're about to get a comp. We're about to do a comp. Oh, you want to say something else?
I had a realtor call me. I'm doing a for sale by owner, seller finance. Realtor gonna ask, do I mind paying 3% commission? I said 3% commission on what?
It's a FISBO.
Not only it's a FISBO, but it's a seller finance deal. Your client ain't bringing your client ain't bringing cash to the table. Oh, but normally in Louisiana, the sellers would pay a commission. I'm like, man, if you don't get the Tam was
like, go out of town this weekend. Okay.
Wait. How much money? What's the money look like? It might make sense.
No, it doesn't make sense. It's $20,000. They want me to give them $6,000 out of the $20,000. No, that doesn't make sense. Hell no. No.
No. Like if it make the deal, go.
What Tammy? Whisper in his ear, Tammy.
No, no whispering in no ears, bro. Like that.
What's happening, zero?
I hear you, Todd. We are already 45,000 into this house, bro.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, now.
Tammy just chiming in.
Hey, the girl cleared it up for me.
Oh, no. We're 45,000 into this house. Like,
okay. I got you.
No, that's a different.
And the realtor didn't do shit at all. No. All they did was just walk the property with them, and they asked me to pay 3%. But here's the thing: they want 3% out of that. 3% based on a $200,000 purchase price.
Oh, not that. Well, I was gonna get that part. you know, I would probably just ask them this, just tell them this shit. They need the money, man. Hey, tell them you'll give them $1,000. You do 1,000.
She want that 6. Okay.
Yeah, I'll do 1,000.
You're gonna do half of the monthly. What you gonna do?
Yeah, I was gonna do half the monthly, but yeah,
You
they
do
tripping. We'll see if they send the offer or not.
You'll do 2.
Would I do 2? I already spazzed, bro. I already told him hell no. Like that don't even make no sense. The realtor trying to muscle me, bro. I'm not, man.
We talked about this on Monday. We was schooling for damn now. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you see the post I did on it?
No, I ain't see no post that you did.
Oh, I cut that up. You were doing most of the talking. Let me see here. I'm gonna upload it here in a second.
You got to send it to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna upload it here.
But yeah, man,
people want you to give out want me to give out the name to the realtor and everything. No, we ain't going that far. we ain't gonna do all that.
Oh, when I was passing.
Yeah, we ain't gonna do because that's what's named friend too. We're not doing that.
Oh no, they cool, man. They cool than yesterday.
Yeah,
for sure.
I think I went too far when I did that, but it was already out there, so you know. So
did it go viral?
No. It ain't getting that. But I'm finna show it here though.
Oh man.
Yeah.
They got me messed up, bro.
Let me see here. Will it load? Go ahead and do that comp. You calm enough to do a comp?
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to ask Chevy, has he calmed down enough to do it?
Pull it up. I'll do it.
I think you ought to do the deal.
Oh man. Let's see. Where the property at, Tori?
Oh, it is Richmond, Virginia. I'll put it on the screen.
Yeah, highlight it for me so I can search for it.
All right.
There we go.
Yeah, I think they need to do that deal.
You got Chevy over here hot. Okay, he done went
I
off.
am, bro. I am. I'm not even gonna lie to you, man. I am.
Swing on you. Okay. If the only way it's gonna happen, you give me this 6,000.
Hey, let me play this while you pulling that up. Let me play this.
Okay.
Just real like you know, and my wife was like, why did you talk to her? Because we was on the phone. She was like, why did you talk to her like that? I'm like, talk to her like what? I'm trying to get the deal done. Ain't no talking to nothing. I'm thinking about the bag. She like, nah, you kind of did like your macho thing where, you know, man talking over. I'm like, that wasn't even the case. It was just a conversation. I was thinking about the money. I wasn't thinking about her.
What the matter was a male or female. So I wouldn't have, and I'm glad, you know, you calmer heads prevail. And I shouldn't be like this because money is still money or whatever. But because of the amount of the money, I would have just, you know, like we ain't doing this. You're not. But I would have been banking on the agent would have got to accept 100, and the agent or the agent would have took less, right? Mm-hmm. But you did right. I'm just saying. I'm glad you didn't, even though we were talking about it and stuff, you didn't interject that part because I would say piss on her, man. You know what I'm saying? She ain't sold it in 2 years and she tripping about that or whatever. What's half of zero?
Jaleesa said you need to listen to Tammy. Okay.
So
but it would have been different if she went back with the 100.
It would have been if it was 100 or 105. Like she would have got everything.
Let me just tell you what happened there. Is he probably could have got the sellers to probably take 90. Like in reality, it's just she thinking about that.
She wanted more commission, yeah.
I'm getting 6% on 100. I mean on 110 versus 100, which we only talking. What is that? 12.
I see what you're saying. 120 for higher because of a commission.
$6,000 to $6,600.
Yeah, I'm saying that's 600.
friend.
Oh no, it's all good. We the deal.
Yeah.
I'm bragging.
Brag now. Now
I'm
we brag.
bragging.
The deal is closed. The deal is closed. I want to talk about this realtor now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Now I can really talk.
We ain't doing that, man.
She was trying to strong arm the deal. Like, yeah, we ain't. Let me see who else is interested. We ain't doing this if I'm not getting my.
She's talking about she done had it for 2 years. Talking about who else interested.
Man.
Oh, don't ever tell me that. Don't ever tell me like
you got a ready buyer. You got a ready buyer.
Ready
buyer, right?
So what I did was I send her an email. I send her an email and I apologize and I say, hey, look, here's the deal. We have a buyer at 120. It doesn't make sense for us to pay you commission. There's no money there, and we're paying the buyer's closing costs.
And that's the biggest thing, that he did apologize to the young lady, even though he had justification for going off on the lady, but he did go back.
Yeah.
He probably won't do business with her anymore, though. I think that.
Yeah.
And that's Dave's friend. I mean, let's just ignore.
Yeah, well, that's why I had blurred mine out because it had their name.
How much money?
But you didn't blur out when you said the pistol. I said, hold on. Did you remember you saying that?
Yeah, I remember saying that.
We'll piss you off though if you try to.
Yeah, but I'll go ahead and comment while he's doing that. So put it back on the screen.
Okay. All right. This is Richmond, Virginia. This is Andrew Strickland. I won't say the address.
So
that was a pretty lively video.
I had a nerve put music with it. Let me see. I don't see that properly is listed. Oh, I guess it ain't listed. My bad. I just assumed it was.
I said it was listed at first.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was listed. Okay, so what we got here? So what's the deal? What?
He's just asking for us to comp it. That's like I said.
Well, okay, so we go through the KISS method. So Zillow is saying 255. Realtor saying 315. Ooh, and then Redfin is saying 301. Okay, interesting. All right, so now what we'll do is we'll take it even a step further and let's just see what buyers are paying, right? So to access, let's just see what buyers are paying for it, right? That's the main thing.
You got to say how to access it, though.
Yeah, you can just text the word boss to 205-964-5243. You can build an instant buyers list and see what they're paying, see how many buyers in this area. So there are 18 results within 1 mile in 1 year. All right, so we see 220 right there. How big is our property? Our property is 1,400 square feet. So we got 205 right there. We got 240. So yeah, so if you could get this, I don't know the condition of it, but ideally, if you can get this probably for under 200, I would say probably 180 or less, you're gonna be in the game. May not have to even get it that cheap. Let me see. Yeah, if you could probably get it for, I would say 190, 200 max. If you get anything under 200, it's going to definitely be a home run, but 200 would work probably, so just to be on the safe side. Got some decent activity in here too, so there you go.
Sergeant Mitchell, he had sent a heart on TikTok, and his question was, did you get the pictures for the Red Oak, Texas property?
Red Oak, Texas. What type of property was it? Yeah, you have to tell me what type of property was it. I think I know. I think it might have been some gas stations or something. I probably didn't even open it up if I saw that title. I don't know that normal stuff we don't target, but I'll look at it. If you just may want to resend it.
All right. And No Limit TP wants to know how do I know how to find a good area? And he's suggesting Pinellas County, Florida.
All right. So we're gonna let old 20
Uh,
answer this one too.
how to know how to find a good area. Okay, so
How to know? Gonna let 20 answer this one too.
I wonder why this one can't hear me, but the Chat GPT
Good.
can.
You still thinking about that first move, driving for dollars, skip tracing, or you ready to jump on those free resources and get that hustle started?
How do I know I've found a good area to target?
All right, so here's the deal. To know if you found a good area to target, you want to look for a few key things. First, you need to see activity, like are properties actually selling there? If you're looking at a map and it's all white space with no sales or listings, that's a red flag. You want to see clusters of activity where properties are moving. That's where the money's flowing. Second, check out the demand. Are buyers, especially cash buyers, active in that area? You can pull a list of recent cash sales in a zip code or neighborhood to see who's buying and where. If you're seeing consistent activity, that's a green light. Third, think about the type of area. Urban and suburban spots tend to have more turnover and demand compared to rural areas. Not saying rural can't work, but it's usually slower and more niche. And finally, pay attention to the price points. You want areas where the numbers make sense for wholesaling. If houses are too expensive, it's harder to find deals with enough spread to make a profit. But if they're too cheap, buyers might not be interested. You're looking for that sweet spot where there's still meat on the bone for everyone involved. What market are you thinking about targeting? Let's break it down.
Oh,
Text the word clone to 205-964-5243 and you can test drive it for free.
and someone No Limit TP was asking to clarify what to text for buyers list. So it's boss BSS
BOSS.
9645243. The boss BOSS
Yeah, or you could text feed. I think that's
or feed FEED.
yeah, FEED.
All right, Joe Pesci, he has two statements. He said, I went back to work October 2023. I'm trying to quit again. This stuff is hard with a family full time. Keep going, y'all, especially if you're single with no kids, you're winning. Okay. And he's saying that hedge fund buyers messed up the market by buying up overpriced houses, then raising the rent. Now they're in the wind.
Still opportunities out there, man. They can't buy nearly all the real estate that's out there. You know, tons of deals out there, my man.
All righty. Jaleesa wants to know, has anyone done any lease options lately? If so, any tips on how to present it to the homeowner?
That's okay.
Okay, good question for
Yeah,
the brain. Okay,
yeah. Let's
flip man brain.
let's get it. Hold on. What was her question?
Her question is,
Well, just a
are
question.
there any tips on how to present a lease option to the homeowner?
What's good? You still vibing on finding that sweet spot for your target area? You peep any clusters of activity or cash buyers yet?
All right. How would you present a lease option to a property owner, homeowner?
All right, Tyrone, here's how I'd break it down when presenting a lease option to a homeowner. First, you got to frame it in a way that highlights the benefits to them. Most folks don't care about what's in it for you. They want to know how it solves their problem. So you'd start by saying something like, hey, I understand you're looking to sell your property, but maybe you haven't gotten the price you want, or it's been sitting on the market longer than expected. What if I could offer you a way to get monthly income while still selling your house at the price you want? Now, once you've got their attention, explain the lease option in simple terms. Say, here's how it works. I'd lease the property from you for a set period, let's say 1 to 3 years. And during that time, I'd take care of the property and make monthly payments. At the end of the lease, I'd have the option to buy it at the agreed price. This way, you're still earning money every month and you don't have to worry about maintenance or tenant issues. The key is to keep it simple and relatable. If they're hesitant, you can sweeten the deal by saying, look, this gives you a guaranteed buyer down the line. And in the meantime, you're not stuck with a vacant property or dealing with the hassle of traditional tenants. And if they ask why you're doing it this way, just explain it allows me to secure the property while I line up financing or a buyer who's ready to close. At the end of the day, it's all about showing them how this arrangement benefits them while solving their problem. You feel me? What kind of property are you thinking about pitching this for?
All right. Paul Corona has a long one. He said, I am looking into land to purchase to have anywhere from 15 to 25 boxables, the casatas with different flavors, and replace the ideas of trailer parks and keep things in a super economical, I think the mini thing that he was talking about, environment where first-time homebuyers and small families can start in an environment that is suitable to their financial incomes, keeping things in the frame of thought, have nice paved roadways and signage with the mobile restaurants with some class and a modern look as well. I do with my bank to invest in. So would you be the government? I don't know, like how would that work? And then he said, I've been a residential construction helping to renovate and demo flip homes, especially in the Inglewood area of Chicago.
Okay, so what's his question?
Well, he was explaining his earlier statement where he was talking about these mini cities.
Oh, okay.
So he was explaining what that was.
Okay.
All right. Brother T and Chevy, did you two study under anyone before Ty walked in your life? Me personally, I had never heard of wholesaling until Ty provided me, well, he told me about it, then give me the CDs of Ron LeGrand. So that was my first time ever even hearing about it. Yeah, I heard about flipping through, what's his name, Carlton Sheets, the night thing, but this was my first time ever seeing it. I didn't know anything about it. Edward Thames, that's the exact reason cash buyers appreciate wholesalers. So he's commenting on what we was talking about earlier about getting into flipping through wholesaling that you were suggesting. Paul Carrera said, my goal is to make sure I don't lose any financial investments, and I can't do that alone. All right, and I think Joe Pesci was talking to Clayton. Lucrative. Wholesale sounds very lucrative. Okay. And Paul Corona says, I've done so much residential construction and helping people succeed in their goals, and now I'm planning to go forward and start helping others that help me. Very interesting. Joe Pesci has a question. Flipman, how do you feel about these gurus saying cold calling is dead? It's not that they are all pushing PPC and Facebook leads.
You're going to always have different ways to generate leads. At the end of the day, period. Can't say anything is dead. People still answer the phone. It's all about timing in most cases.
And Sergeant Mitchell did follow up. He said, yeah, it is the gas/convenience store, the Red Oaks.
Number one, have you talked to the owner? Number two, do they want to sell? I'm assuming it's off market.
All right. And Oxford, this is my first time seeing you here. Welcome to the live. Like you are in a military outfit. It said, I have a property listed with a company that is not practicing legal statutes. I'm currently finding out that the wholesaler that I hired has placed a warranty deed on my property and is attempting to pay me for the property by using the existing loan company to, I think, refinance my home. I simply wanted to just get paid. I've been waiting over a year and I have not received any payment. Can you help me with this? So it seems like the wholesaler put a warranty deed on the property that he was.
I don't see how they could put a warranty deed on it. That something is missing in that equation. But what I would recommend is that you just get a title pulled, have a title company pull uh, your title on your property to see what's going on with it, right? And once that happens, then you'll know where to go from there.
All right. And Yaz wants us to comp looks like land. Salute to the Flip Army. Can you value this vacant lot? And they provide the address. Been on the market 4 times in 2 years. Is back on the market for 69,000. What's your thoughts?
What is this? The land she's talking about?
Yes.
Okay. Let me see.
I don't know if it's a he or a she, but they're saying that I wonder what price it was at before, since it's been on the market 4 times in 2 years.
Okay. I may have to. Check if oh, he's not ready. Let me pull up this up.
I think he is ready.
He is? Okay. Oh, you ready? Okay.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
1, 2, 3, tumble.
They want to know part 2. Where?
Oh, part 2. Man.
We got a little bit drama too. You know what I'm saying? Even with the
So now apparently they signed a buyer's agent. Therefore, they got to pay the agent for helping them find a house. They got a buyer's agent agreement.
Who?
The seller.
The buyers.
The buyer.
No, I'm the seller. We're the seller.
Oh, okay.
We're the seller, and we posted it on Facebook Marketplace, and the buyers are interested. Like, hey, we got an agent. You mind if we take the agent? My wife is like, yeah, that's fine, but just know you could do this without your agent, right? You're like, yeah, but and then they went and looked at the property. Took a couple of days. They hit us back. And they're like, well, we like the house, and we're gonna make a full asking price offer. Okay, that sounds awesome. But do you mind paying us 3%? 3% of what? Of the asking price? No, I do mind. Yes, I do mind. Well, if you had listed it, it would have been you paying 6%. Yeah, I didn't list it, and it's not a cash deal. It's a seller finance deal. So now the buyer have less money down, and they have less money to pay the monthly note.
So you like tell them this may not be the property for you?
Right.
Okay. I don't know. Yeah, this.
I said, hey, look, I don't mind helping you, long we're not paying the agent no commission. Now this is more so, is it the best interest of the client or the best interest of the agent?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. That's what it's sounding like.
So now it's like, oh, well, we signed off on a buyer's agent agreement, so we have to pay them a commission. Buyers don't pay commissions to agent. They don't even, like, oh, we in Louisiana, you need an agent to buy a house. No, you don't. I'm an investor. I buy houses all the time in Louisiana. I just closed a deal last month without an agent.
So now you're just lying.
But here's the thing, though, an agent is now taking advantage of that person, though. That's what it is.
They're definitely doing that. Yeah, they be talking about us. All agents ain't good either. We got bad wholesalers, but we got bad agents out there because the people don't know. You know what I'm saying? They got them thinking they got to use them. No. Tell them to catch a buyer.
Talking about, oh, they've done a lot of work showing us houses. What, looking up something on MLS and sending it to you?
Yeah, you could have did it on Zillow. You do know that, right? This ain't 1989. You got this thing called internet, and it's amazing.
So yeah, so that's where we're at with it. Just going back and forth. Like I was just blown away that they said, "Oh, when you sign a agent agreement, you can't look at a house without an agent." What?
They think you are inexperienced. That's what it is. And you don't know, like.
Yeah. I'm fixing to call my lawyer after this though. We're gonna get straight to it.
Oh.
It's good.
You want to get that property before
Yeah, we're gonna pull it
because we've got to in the end.
Boy, fired up.
Oh man.
All right, so here's the property right here. So you know, like it's overpriced. From what I'm showing here, it's probably only worth, you know, it's definitely under 20 grand on this particular property. Let's do this. So what's this address? Let's just see what houses are selling for in there, just out of curiosity. So that's probably one. Taking it a minute here to load for some reason. Where's the let me do this. What city, what state was this? This was Georgia. I just want to see what the houses are selling for, but it's drastically over.
Yeah, Stockbridge, Georgia.
Yeah. Yes, everyone. All right, so let's see. What's that address? 109. Okay. All right. So based on this, yeah, houses are selling for $459. So yeah, the lots have to be cheaper than that. So yeah. Ideally, for you to make money, I'm trying to get that lot definitely below 20,000. I'm thinking more 15 and below, but definitely below 20,000 for you to make money, right? So there you go.
Yeah, and the market is saying that's not the price.
Yeah, the market is saying it.
Yeah.
They are screaming loud. All right, guys, we've been rolling pretty hard here. We're gonna let Chevo call his attorney. This agent disbarred in the state of Louisiana.
In the state of Louisiana.
Hey, defellowshipped.
Right.
Excommunicated.
Excommunicado, yeah.
Dead to me. Anyway, so yeah, we'll get that figured out. So we appreciate everyone that joined us today. Remember to follow, share, all that other stuff. If you want to access some of the tools that we use, Cash Buyers, Text Boss, for the clone, the Flip Man Twin, clone, GPT, My Brain, text the word clone to 205-964-5243. And I guess we'll be back on Friday. Appreciate everyone that joined us. TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and LinkedIn. Thanks, and we'll see you on FLIP SID.
Flip man, it's the flip man. You want some money in your hand? Flipping houses without credit or your cash. Yeah.